Everybody. Um, so, as y'all know, I was supposed to fly out tomorrow morning to finally get to Phoenix to try and be with my dad. And I didn't hear from my stepmom yesterday and couldn't reach her and was concerned that, she was going to try to stop me from coming again. And so, about 4 o'clock this morning, she texted my phone, and didn't get the message until around 6, and said that my dad was in really bad shape and that I needed to call her right away. And apparently yesterday he started bleeding out of his ears, and because my stepmom never set up any nursing care other than the hospice nurses, which were only coming twice a week, there was nobody there when he started bleeding. And by the time that my stepmom was able to reach the hospice nurse and she was able to get out there several hours later, she said that they needed to transfer him to a hospice care facility, and they waited for transport, and that never came. And so the nurse and my stepmom and one of my dad's AA friends carried him to the car, and they took him to the hospice facility. And then my stepmom claims that my dad said that he didn't want to be there. And so they brought him back home sometime last night, or in the middle of the night. And so I called Southwest and explained to them what was going on, and asked if there was any way they could get me on a flight today instead of tomorrow. And they were really great. Surprisingly, I don't expect a major airline to be compassionate, but they've been really great through all these canceled tickets and everything, and have really been over backwards to try and help. So they got my flight moved up to today. And then I called and asked to speak to my dad, and my stepmom put me on speakerphone, and I tried to talk to him and let him know that I was going to be there today and that I loved him. And I said his favorite prayer with him, the one he taught me when I was a little girl, the prayer of protection. And my dad kept trying to talk to me and say something, but he had lost the ability to speak at that point. And so he finally told him to save his strength, and that I was going to be there soon. And not long after that, Sherry talked to my stepmom. My mom talked to my stepmom, Sherry. Of course, my mom has got my little brother in hospice in Texas, and so she's got a lot of experience with hospice and the medications and what to look for in signs that the end is approaching quickly. And so I guess she was able to FaceTime and see that my dad was in incredible distress and struggling to breathe. And so my mom encouraged Sherry to give my dad some of the morphine that they have there for comfort care, because he's been struggling to breathe like this the last couple of days, and that's what the morphine is there for, to relax the body and make the patient more comfortable as it's preparing to let go. And so Sherry gave Dad the morphine, and within moments after that, he took a few hard, deep breaths, and he was gone. So I have to live with the choices that I made to listen to her when she told me to stay away last weekend after I was already booked to come. And I've tried really hard here to do the right thing and try to help as much as I can, and let my dad know that I love him and wanted to be there to support him. So I'm grateful that my dad's not in pain anymore. And I'm grateful that he's at peace. And I hope wherever he is, that he knows how much that my little brother and I love him. And I guess it's a small comfort knowing that when my brother finally makes his transition too, that now my dad will be there waiting. So I offered to keep my flight today to go out there to try to help my stepmom, and she doesn't want me there. She said that was going to be a viewing before his cremation, and I told her that I wanted to be there for that, that I'd like to see him one more time. She said that was going to be a week or two out, and then she told my cousin that they've already come to get him and take him to the crematorium, and that there's not going to be a viewing at all now. So it's kind of all out of my hands at this point. But my stepmom has agreed to bring my dad's ashes to Houston, where all of his family, our family, is. So I'm sure that we'll be having some kind of a memorial for him there. And I don't really know what else to say. And to anybody else that's going through this with somebody that they love, all you can do is your best and try your hardest. And it's a shitty, awful situation, and you just gotta do the best you can do. And that's all I did. And I hope my dad knows that I tried. So, thanks to all of you guys for being there through all this, and for all of your support and your love, the text messages and hugs, and I couldn't have got it through all of this without you, and I know that the days and weeks to come are going to be difficult, so thanks for being there. And I would just ask if you see this video to think peaceful, loving, healing thoughts for my dad, and join me in hoping that he's at peace now, and that wherever he is, that he knows no more pain. So, thanks again. I love you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.